Live with Toaru podcast number 33. Hello everyone, we are going to discuss an eventful week in the Toaru fandom, as not only did we get item anime news, but also it's the end of a Certain Scientific Railgun as a whole, although we do have one more season coming out. So yeah, there's plenty to discuss with this for a change, as it's kind of been a quiet time in the Toaru fandom waiting for more anime news, etc. But yes, we are joined by the regulars, Malcolm, Othinus, and familiar face with Red. Welcome, guys.
What's up, dude?
Nice to have you all back. It's been a while since we've done a podcast as well, but it's nice to have us all back together again, and Red returning once again. So we've announced it on Twitter and Discord, I believe. Yes. Okay, so let's discuss things in chronological order. So with the item news we got, yes, we've got it confirmed for 2026 release date, and we also got the promo visual. What did you guys think of like the promo visual itself? I know it's not like hugely detailed or anything, and what do you guys think about like Nagai directing? I'm sure Malcolm has a lot to say about this, so why don't we go with you first, Malcolm?
Yeah. I guess I'll start with the art, right?
Yeah.
I immediately when I saw it, my immediate thought was, oh yeah, this is like the Railgun season 1 cover art.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
And seeing that, I immediately was like, I know who's directing this. And yeah, it's the Railgun director. So that's a good sign, seeing as he's like one of the 3 directors at JC staff that actually do good work. The cover, I like it. Is my volume low? How do I sound?
Yeah, I'll turn it up actually. I don't know. My bad.
All right. So I'm very happy with the choice of director. One of the few directors that are, in my opinion, good at JC staff, that put out generally good work. I like the cover art. I like how it's sort of a reflection of the original Railgun cover art, though it also like somewhat references the original artwork from the first volume of Item, where they have what's her name? What's her name? The black-haired girl.
Hanano? Taketsubo?
Hanano. They have her sort of off in the background, like looking away from the main cast. But yeah, I don't know. I approve.
Cool. Yeah, what do you think of the cover art offness?
Honestly, I thought it was actually really good because, like, if you, I don't know if people noticed it, but like, if you look at the detail to like Mugano's, Frenda's face and all of them, like, you could see the art style is a little bit different than like the previous art style animations for the series. It looks like they're kind of veering off a little bit, kind of like with the Accelerator anime. I don't know if that's a good comparison, but like you can just tell just by looking at Mugano's face that the art's a little bit different, and I'm here for it. Plus, I mean, you kind of said everything that I was gonna say. I mean, it looks like it's going to be in a good direction. I just wish they would do a Kakine or Dark Matter, anime, but no, whatever.
Should make it a movie, but it's whether they have enough trust in Dark Matter to be a success.
I'll fund it.
Right. Yeah. Oh yeah? Probably could, couldn't you? Not doing too shabby for yourself, are you?
We don't. No comment.
I think it's about $5,000.
That's the comment of a rich man. No comment. No comment.
No comment.
Yeah. What was I going to say? Yeah. It looks good. Red. What do you think of the promo art for Item?
I actually really think it's very clever considering this is by the same director who gave us Railgun, right? So honestly, I think it's kind of a cute detail to be honest. I think it's really because they're paying homage to Railgun, right? Because these are like I guess you could say like they're the opposing side for Misaka and her friends. Like you have Frenda who's like sort of like a rival for Kuroko in a sense. And you have Mugino, who's of course, the opposer for Misaka. And honestly, I have high hopes for this one, especially looking at because of course, the art style is really, it really reminded me of, almost like the Accelerator anime, the spin-off, right? But actually, I don't know if there's much change into this one, but I think I like this one better. It's kind of, I don't know if it's just me, it's kind of close to the light novel art a little bit, if that makes sense, of course. But all in all, I have like a lot of points to point for this one thing. But with that being said, to keep it short, because I know a lot of people have their own thoughts, I'm very happy with this one. It has like one important way for and also because new people can actually give this one a shot, because I think the item, like some people are really looking forward to their characters as well, and I'm one of them.
Also,
Yeah,
didn't you say, Aeon? Or sorry, I didn't mean to. I just didn't mean to cut
No,
you
it's
off, but
okay.
didn't you share a post on Twitter or something like that where it actually had like a really positive reaction too? Like 1 or 2 or 3 million people like viewed it in the span of like 10 hours or something. Or I can't remember exactly what it was, but like a huge
Yeah.
number of likes and retweets or something like that.
Yeah, I think in like less than half a day, it got 2 million views on Twitter, like the announcement post with the promo visual.
Yeah, that's what it was.
And I think it went up to 3 million after like a few days. So I don't know what it's at now, but it's probably around there. So yeah,
Toaru's not dead.
no, definitely not. I mean, just shows you there is interest in it. But I did notice that, yeah, like I made some tweets about it, and they did well. And I also did that video with the news, etc. And that didn't really get many views. I was expecting it to get more views. But thing is, fast forward to the Railgun manga, getting cancelled. We'll discuss that later. We'll obviously cover all the item stuff, but I was using this as a comparison. I'm getting like way more traction on the Railgun like content being cancelled and riding the wave off that than the item thing in the West. So I think there is more interest in item on the Japanese side of things and maybe the Chinese side as well. I think we will need to see like a trailer and probably just more stuff about it, or I don't know, for it to get more interest in the West, because I think at the moment, I don't know, I feel like a lot of people in the West just don't really, I mean, they're like Frender, I guess, but they don't really know much about item, or they don't know enough about it. I think that might be why that's happening. I don't know.
No, I think you're 100% right on that. The only reason why it didn't honestly probably do as well is because people who watch Toaru, like they don't, or even like just like the casual watcher, they don't know about like Mugino, or like she hasn't had like a buildup of like 3 seasons for people like like her. But however, though, with this coming out, I think it'll do very, very well, and then we'll get Misaki's anime, and then we'll get NT, and then we'll get GT. Oh, I'm so on this copium train still, dude. Like, I'm so on this, dude.
Yeah.
I have a question. Sorry.
Oh no, it's okay.
No, I just okay. When Othinus mentioned NT, I actually have a question for that one, and it actually regards to Railgun's ending. But we'll get. Is it okay if I keep that for later, in case you guys have anything else important to point out?
Yeah. We'll discuss Railgun later.
All right.
But I just wanted to use that as a comparison for like interesting item. But I do think that if item, I think when it comes out, yes, it'll get more eyes on it, obviously, like including the West. But I think then people will want to then check out, oh, they are, like, it'll be a reminder, oh, they were actually in Index and Railgun, or people who haven't seen them will be like, oh, I wonder what role they play in these series. So we'll have a knock-on effect and then get more people into it overall, perhaps.
It's a good opportunity too, because like Othinus said, some people don't know who Mugino is. They just say, "Oh yeah, she's this one girl that fought Misaka and Frenda and the rest of the characters." So I think, to me, another thing I want to point out is that this is also a good opportunity for people to get invested with other characters who are not Misaka. And again, no offense to Misaka, but you get the point, because I also think this is more people gotta get into, like, because there's Toma, Index, but I also think there's other characters in the other side, which also includes items. So the fact they're getting an anime is really impressive, and especially in the year like 2026, it's very good for Toaru to get something. I'm very happy with this one. Maybe I'm not, whether it does well or not. Personally, I'm happy with it. I'm very happy, and I'm looking forward to it for sure.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, go on.
No, I was just thinking. I was just thinking that JC Staff animated One Punch Man season 3, as we all know, which was absolutely horrendous. But like Malcolm said earlier, we have a good director, and that just gives us a lot of hope for it to be pushed in the right direction with perfect adaptations, which will boost Item to just do. I have a lot of high hopes and high expectations from this. I really do. Then I think when was the Railgun anime coming out again? Because that was
2020.
Later this year.
I don't think we have.
You mean the new series?
No, the
okay,
new
sorry. Have I meant Railgun C?
Yeah.
I don't think we have a date for it yet. It'll probably be 2027.
Okay. I don't know why. We thought we were getting it this year.
Especially if the director for it's also working on Item,
Yeah.
then there's no way they're gonna have him working on 2 series at the same time.
I got a feeling that we might get some like Dan Machi type levels of like animation and storytelling. Because I mean, I don't know why JC Staff just loves how was it to pick up girls in a dungeon or whatever. But I mean, if they do that, I mean, like, I can't lie, it's very goodly animated. If they do that same thing with Item, I think it'll be a smash hit, bro. Like, truly, I do.
I don't know. JC Staff is weird in that they'll have the most, like, at the time, the most popular light novel ever, and they'll give it like a mid animation budget, but then they have Is It Okay to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon? And they're like,
yeah,
give them the bank.
And it got a 6th season too, I think. I think it's getting a
It's
6th
on,
season.
It's getting a new, I think it's on season 4.
It's on
isn't
season
it?
5, getting a 6th
Wow.
season from what
Is it
I
getting
heard.
6th season? I thought season
what
5 hadn't even started yet.
Oh, I think that ended, didn't it? Hold on, I'm tripping, bro. Hold on. Now I gotta double check this because I don't remember now.
But yeah, I do think Red made a good point that probably people just think of Mugano as just that girl who fought Misaka one time, rather than, like, she doesn't have the brand recognition that Misaka has. So I think that partially is to do with it. But I think with Item, that will raise that considerably. Well, at least we can hope.
Yeah, that's what I'm fairly confident that it'll. Okay, so I think Index or the Toaru animes are sort of in an interesting place because they're sort of you sort of have 2 separate generations of anime fans that are like the pre-COVID anime fans and the post-COVID anime fans. And the post-COVID anime fans are very different from the pre-COVID, right?
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So a lot of the post-COVID anime fans, they didn't pick up on Rail Index 3 for obvious reasons. But Railgun T was fairly well regarded whenever it was airing, and that got a lot of them looking at Index. And, well, I would say Index, or not Index, Railgun. And Railgun has a lot of the elements that a lot of newer anime fans like to insert into into animes. Like, if you remember a few days ago, there was that Yuri anime account on Twitter that posted a clip from Railgun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And that got like 20,000 likes.
What?
I'm honestly not
When was
surprised.
But you sort of you have a divergence, right? And I think I think Item will probably get popular because you have the all-female cast.
Yep.
That's pretty popular with sort of, I won't say with new anime fans, but there are elements regarding aspects of all-female casts that are very popular with new anime fans. So I do think it'll get popular. I don't think it'll get as popular as like Railgun for obvious reasons.
No.
It's sort of like on this like verge of like I can see it being popular when it starts, but then like making a lot of people mad as it goes on, right? Newer fans.
Yeah, because if we do know anything,
they're not going to get
they
the Yuri hype that they think they'll get when they see it.
Yeah. Yeah, it depends how they respond to like the fan service elements. I mean, there is the Yori bait, of course, which is in every Toaru anime, or mainly in Railgun, of course. But no, with the fan service thing,
definitely not as strong in Item as it is in Railgun.
Yeah, but if we do get a lot of these new generation anime fans, I think there'll be a lot said about the fan service, especially if it gets popular. Which I guess will get more people interested to watch it at the same time because it'll get that controversy element to it. But at the same time, it'll be that'll be quite insufferable because we've heard the arguments so many times over the years as Toaru fans, and I'm just completely like just apathetic towards it.
Yeah. It's going to be, I don't know, my fingers are crossed that we'll sort of, we'll get a healthy fandom around the Item series that wasn't there before, but I don't know, we'll see. As long as it doesn't go like My Hero Academia type of fandom.
I doubt it.
I doubt it too, okay. But I fear.
I mean, it's not impossible, but I still doubt. Nothing will be worse than having a VR headset and then doing things. I mean, I think you guys seen that clip before for the My Hero fan base, but I'm not gonna talk about it.
Well, I think Item is one of those series. Oh, sorry, go on.
No. Move on. I don't have anything important to say, but basically, yeah, I do. All in all, though, I'm hoping that people will at least enjoy Item. I hope at least regardless, because for me, whether it's popular as Railgun or not, I'm at least happy they get the characters there gets justice. You know what I'm saying? So, and plus, I think Toaru fans for like how long Toaru has been around for years now, so I think by now there are some OG Toaru fans who've been hoping these characters get their own spin-off, right? And it happens now. So I think hopefully if they're still around, which I pray for them, I hope they get to see the peak. You know what I mean? They gotta enjoy it.
Yeah.
I do think Item has that double-edged appeal to it because it does have the Yori bait elements, which Malcolm has alluded to, and then the cute girls doing bad things, but it also has like the scientific powers, etc. And it does have a plot where you do have to actually pay attention. It's not like a slop kind of show. It like even when reading the novels, I'm like I do have to pay attention while I'm reading it.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta go back a couple pages and sort of read some things for this kind of series.
For sure. Which does lead me on to... Oh, sorry, go on.
Oh, go ahead. No, I was going to say, I know, we keep saying that, we hope it's going to do well because it's kind of newish, but I really think it's going to do fairly well. For, especially with Mr. Aeon here spreading the holy word of Toaru, I think it'll have a nice reaction when it comes out. I think it will.
It'll go well. I just want it to go the right kind of well.
It'll go the right kind of well. What? Yeah.
Optimism.
Yeah.
It's got everything to it. Like it has good production team, I believe. It has a good director.
Was the intro wasn't the same artist? Or was I mistaken? Who's doing the intro? I thought we got the artist for it.
We don't know yet.
No, did we not? Oh, I swear to God, I thought it was. I thought we knew.
Yeah, I think Fruip's
we can probably take an educated guess.
Yeah. I personally would like someone new, like how Accelerator did it, because I thought, is it a Sick Fly did an absolutely fucking amazing song for it. And it definitely fitted Accelerator as a character well. Maybe not the show, but as a character, that song absolutely slaps, and I still listen to it this day, and I'm like, damn, this song's so good. I would like kind of like an edgy kind of like punk girl band doing it. Obviously there's people who know J-pop way better than me, but anything that is a bit like kind of like that kind of vibe would fit Item perfectly.
they could just do like a metal opening, like Parasite or Fire Force season 1 opening too. It's just straight metal and screamo.
I don't know if metal and screamo would fit Item as a series. It is brutal hardcore, but I don't know. It does need an edgy element to it. I do agree, but I don't know.
Like baby metal, do it.
baby metal.
Baby metal, great. Imagine we get baby metal. That'd be absolutely wild.
That would actually go hard.
Popular.
That would be kind of wild.
Come on, JC staff, make it happen.
Make it happen.
I actually listened to their songs like I think last year. That was my first introduction. I don't remember what song it was called, but it's actually one of their oldest songs. That was my first introduction to them. I think they'd do great.
Like, We Love Chocolate one, was it?
Yeah. I think that's their most popular one.
That was the first one I heard back when I was in high school, when they were like still minors. It was the funniest band ever, and it's still insane to me that they're actually sort of like, one, still around, and two, popular.
I just remember seeing that interview of them, and like the guy who's interviewing them was like, "Oh, is this like a song about an eating disorder or something like really serious and deep?" And they're like, "No, we just like chocolate."
Yeah. It's just weird. They hang out with like Rob Zombie or Lady Gaga.
I think they did a collaboration with Electric Callboy. Electric Callboy. Hold on a second.
Wait, did you ever get your answer on Danmachi?
Yeah, they did one. Sorry, what?
They did. Did you ever get your answer on Danmachi
For what?
season?
Oh yeah, they had 5 seasons. Yep, 5 seasons are done. Which is wild, but it's just wild.
Well, yeah, hopefully we'll find out opening artists and opening at Anime Japan 2026. Oh, we got JDFEA joining Golden Dawn. Hell yeah! Thank you. Oh wait, no, he's been a member for 3 months. Sorry, the thing that popped up on the screen said you joined, but yeah, I thought I knew you were a member already. Thanks for 3 months. Sad to see Railgun ending, but at least got more content from you. Cheers. Yeah. To be honest, Toaru content's going well, so we'll keep at it. But no, back to what I was saying. So yeah, we've got like item stage next month, 28th of March. So definitely set your calendars for that if you haven't already.
Ooh.
So hopefully then we'll get the first trailer and then maybe opening as well, or opening artist and etc. So that'll be hype.
Let's just pray this wasn't an occasion where the director finds out about who's directing the series at the same time we did. That's what happened with Index Season 3.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, jeez.
Hey, do we know how many episodes Item's gonna have? Is it a 12 or 13 episode?
I'd
anime?
assume 12, just based off the Accelerator series.
Oh yeah, that's a good
I
point,
hope not. Better not be. We got 6 light novels now.
No,
That's
okay.
enough for
I would say
24.
we have quite a bit of light
Well,
novels.
It depends on how
Um,
many episodes we're going per light novel. Ideally, 2 light novels if it's a 12 episode season. Like that would be the ideal for me. Minimum 3 if we are going like 4 episodes a book, but I would prefer 6 episodes a book.
Because I was gonna say, couldn't they do like 20 episodes, 22 episodes if they wanted? I think they have enough, right?
They could. The thing is just nowadays 24 episode seasons are more of an anomaly than like the common thing. Like Index
Yeah,
and Railgun
that's
only
true.
got it because they started airing back when that was a common thing. And I think that's why Accelerator was only 12 episodes.
Yeah, you're right. I keep forgetting that the attention span of most people nowadays is very, very limited, very, very not long.
Yeah.
Oh, it is. I know that from my YouTube engagement stats.
Oh yeah,
Everyone's going to be hyper edited, unless, or if it's not, then everyone's gone.
Just
It-
put a
it-
random explosion every 32 seconds into your video.
bro would really do that too. Shit, I would do that. No, I do that.
I do that if I had the time.
It's
Had the
just a
time,
template
big
effect.
baller?
Every 32 seconds, drop it easy.
These dudes are rich over here.
Michael
Put
Bay
the
movie.
Subway Surfers in the corner.
What was I
Like
going
a
to say?
cooking video to the side.
See. Oh, yeah. I do think that, well, if it is a 12 episode season, then they might be thinking, let's do, like, keep it more safe so we don't have to spend as much money. Do a 12 episode and see if it's popular. If it is, then we'll renew it for a second season. If not, then we'll just put it in the bin. Maybe that will be their logic, but I personally would be more inclined for a 24 episode season because I feel like 12 would just be over and done pretty quickly. It'd be kind of a shame.
You know,
I agree with Eon, actually. I agree. 24 episodes is like a sign that they're taking the adaptation seriously. But like I said before, I have good faith in this one because it has everything going for it.
yeah.
Sorry, I'm just eating nuts.
No, you're fine. I was gonna say, I was thinking, well, with Railgun ending, item coming back on the map, with assumingly 12 episodes, focusing on a small part of the Toaru series, to later then set up for NT for the future, because we get announcements from like the studio with Toaru stuff every like 3 to 5 years from what it seems like. So I mean, I feel like they're slowly making something in the background that they don't want the public to know yet. That's what I think they're doing. That's why Toaru's coming back this year. It's a precursor. That's what I think.
But is it coming back as NT or is it coming back as a reboot?
NT. I hope to God they don't do a reboot. Like Toaru doesn't need a reboot. It does not need a reboot.
I actually think it does need a reboot. In terms of like refreshing the audience in terms of that, I think it needs a reboot.
I'm on both sides because NT, from my experience, NT is like one of the most anticipated. I mean, even a lot of the Toaru fans I speak to, they always wanted NT. But it's been since even before COVID, actually. People were wondering, when are we going to get NT? And it was, I think, during, when season 3 of Index was around, right? People were wondering, they want to see a New Testament anime. But on the other hand, I also can see where Malcolm's coming from because, some of the Index anime really did fumble the light novel, and it's good to make a refresh for newer audience because, and let's be real here, Index as an anime adaptation, a lot of people weren't able to get into it, and it's the gate. Yeah, so for me, I'm on both sides. I'm okay with both, but I can see that. Out of both of them, which one's possible? I think New Testament is unavoidable, but I could be wrong. So,
I can see where you're coming from, and it does make sense to make a reboot, especially for Railgun 2. I guess Railgun or the whole entire Index series as all or whatever. But at the same time, you got to think of it like this too. Bleach is a perfect example of this. Bleach stopped airing in 2012. It came back in 2022, I think, or 2023 for the Thousand Year Blood War. Everybody knew what was going on. Of course, Bleach is way more popular than Toaru, but I feel like if you just put it straight in the action, like maybe one reboot episode or something like that, or a very small synopsis of what happened, I think they can go straight to NT. I don't think... I just feel like it would be a waste of budget. That's what I think. I think it's a waste of budget.
I just can't imagine explaining Index sort of...
Magic and science fight each other. There, done.
Yeah, I don't think that really works with Index. Half the reason I want them to do a reboot is because they've skipped a lot of context and things that become important during NT.
Toma's backstory, for example.
Yeah, Toma's backstory was like a big element that they just skipped for no reason. But there's just an ocean of things that they sort of pass by, and now that those books are like further along enough, you can actually like go back and be like, oh, we actually do need these elements properly explained, or like better fleshed out.
So what if they made like an hour to hour and a half long episode of a recap then of the 3 seasons?
It just wouldn't work.
You think
No,
it wouldn't
not
work
at
to
all.
put all the information? I mean, I know there's
You
a lot.
couldn't even get Index 3 to work, giving every book 3 episodes.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, never mind. Oh, yeah. Discard the thought.
Yeah, I don't think Index is a series that you can half-arse with like a recap.
Previously,
I mean, I can do it on my
Index.
channel, but for like an official one,
That's what they'll do. They'll just play your channel with Japanese subtitles.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't see why
on
they
TV.
wouldn't.
with all the memes in
I
there.
guess I gotta get. That's funny.
But no, if they do a remake, they need more detail, not less. But I don't know. Then it becomes like the novel, and I don't think people have the attention span for that. So maybe they should just say, "Fuck it, let's just do New Testament."
Yeah, because while I do think remake has the better argument, I think based on logic, which is the most possible what happened, I think New Testament is unavoidable because, yeah, like Othinus said, we did, Bleach got a continuation despite the fact that Bleach also needed a remake as well for those who read the manga and watched the anime, but also because continuation is possible. Like look at stuff like, Black Butler. Yeah, Black Butler, Blue Exorcist, and apparently Hitman Reborn, which I'll discuss that one day.
Oh
yeah,
my god, I can't wait. Oh my god.
It's happening. The cope is...
Dude, I could talk forever about Hitman Reborn.
We can do that, you and I. But back on topic, yeah, a continuation is actually more possible than remake. I know remake is a popular trend. We've been getting that a lot. But from how I see how Index will approach the situation, I think continuation is more likely. Even though I do think remake has better points, a continuation is unavoidable. Like it's gonna get one, like unavoidable. We can't, we cannot fight that fact, basically.
I would argue that you can't rely on logic to dictate things because logic would say if you had the most popular light novel, you would actively be giving it new seasons every year, if not every other year, and that you would actually care about it. But they did neither of those.
You would think, wouldn't you?
Let's wait 8 years before you get a new season. And then we're going to make it the worst piece of garbage we can.
Oh, One Punch
Like they have One Punch Man. What'd they do? You see season 3 of One Punch Man? One frame.
Such a shame.
Man. I am not.
Oh boy.
The infamous PNG sliding down the hill.
Brother, you cannot apply logic to JC staff.
It's a shame because their animation studio is like actually like it's good. Like they have the ability to do good. So
yeah, I would say it's because they have some really good key animators, but they have like only a couple of them, and they're working on 20 shows every season. So it's like you got to pray that they rolled the die and the good animator just so happened to be on your show.
Yeah. And that's another thing. They should stop taking on so many projects because I think like Ufotable and Mappa and A1 Pictures, for example, they don't even take on that many projects a year. I don't think they do. But
Oh yeah, no, JC staff will drop more series in a season than most studios will drop in a year. It's crazy.
Yeah, they need quality over quantity. That's what they need.
My hope is that with Railgun ending, the HC staff will suddenly lose interest in Toaru. They'll give it up. Because it's like they were holding Index hostage just so that they could keep Railgun.
Just keep Railgun. That's really what it feels like too.
I have a question for that actually. Now that's brought up, now guys, for this question goes to everyone, including the chat. With Railgun ending, how do you think this affects New Testament getting an anime? I know for a fact. Move on. It's okay.
It boosts the chances, which is what I was trying to say earlier. Because if Railgun is ending, that means that the sole focus for the future of the series can be placed in NT. They can just solely focus on that. With the series ending, what else are you gonna do? It's focus on what's already being made or what's already being produced. I mean, they do have Misuki Shokuhos. They have well, I guess with Railgun ending, there's not that. Accelerators, whatever the hell Accelerators, the continuation is of that. And then you have some of the light novels, which obviously NT, and then GT. I think this is a perfect opportunity. Like I said, I think this is a good direction they're going.
I feel like it's a strategic choice by them not to animate the second arc of the Accelerator manga.
I think that's a missed opportunity, to be completely honest.
Oh my god!
I'd look at that and be like, "Yeah, there's no saving this. They'll thank us by not animating it."
Every now and then in my comments, I get the occasional person saying, "What about Accelerator?" And I'm just like, "Fuck my life! If you knew, you don't fucking understand. You should watch my channel, because you would know in Old Testament, in Index Season 3, that was meant to be the highlight of Accelerator's character. You would know that. But no, Index 3 made him an edgelord with no depth, and then the Nectar arc fucking sucks. You should know this."
Don't even get me started on that Toma and Accelerator fight.
Pisses me off every time I see it.
So bad. The trailer looked so good when they released it too. Oh man.
But to answer Red's question, perhaps they would focus more on it, because I know Misuka does have more of a role in New Testament than Old Testament, at least as it goes on. Because Misuka, she starts off kind of strong with the sister's arc, I know, but as it drags on, she's in the background doing not an awful lot. I mean, she realizes her feelings for Toma, and that's her character arc in Old Testament, but apart from that, it's she does kind of nothing apart from slice of life scenes. But in New Testament, she does have some action scenes, and she does have some relevance to the plot. Not as much as Shoko, mind you, but hey. So perhaps they would be like, yes, okay, for more Misuka content, we would have to do New Testament, because we're not going to get it anywhere else apart from Mental Out, maybe. So maybe Mental Out would happen, and I know, guys, if you've seen on Twitter, Nogi, the Mental Out mangaka, has said that if we get more sales of Mental Out, then they'd be more inclined to do an anime for it. So please support Mental Out. If you can get the Japanese raws on physical copy or ebook, go on Bookwalker, order Mental Out. And we also did get the Railgun editor saying that Sogita spin-off might be popular, well, might be made if Mental Out manga gets enough sales. So that happened a while ago too. So support Mental Out. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on that.
I think we'd have to get NT11 animated before they decide to do anything with Mental Out.
I would not be opposed to that. I really like that novel. But as someone named Othinus, who is very, very biased, I want NT9 animated and NT10.
Yeah, you know what? You're going to get NT9 animated all in the first season of an NT anime. We're going to get 10 books, season 1, 2 episodes per book.
Dude, I know, right? It makes sense. I think JC Staff could do it. They're the kings of that.
Yeah. Yeah, and then we'll never get another opportunity at a good version of NT9.
You know what? With AI at this point.
Oh, sorry. Got super chat from the Dark Side 1977. Hi, Aeon. Hello there. General Kenobi. There you go, another Star Wars reference for you. Please continue.
I was
By AI.
saying with many animation studios obviously using AI, it's odd. I think the only ones that are not using AI is probably like Ufotable because they have the budget for all that stuff. But I think JC Staff could use proper AI in a good way to make even Item and all the future Toaru projects very, very good. If used correctly, of course. People are always like mad about AI, but it's because they're using AI incorrectly with like 6 fingers or something like that. But
Yeah.
you know, like shows have been using AI forever, like CGI, all that stuff, just not like at a level where they would notice it. That's why once, you know, something that bad happened, they take notice of it, then they criticize it. I think it could go really well, honestly.
I think we'll probably end up seeing like AI being used for in-between frames. So you'll have like your keyframes drawn, and then they'll use the AI to animate between them. That's my guess for what we'll eventually be seeing. I know like a lot of people really, really, really hate AI, and I think that's fair enough. But
Yeah.
it's one of those things where it's like the Japanese animation industry is sort of slavery as it currently stands.
But that's only like a few animation studios. It's not all of them, right?
That's like one studio that isn't like that, and it's
Probably Ufotable.
no, not Ufotable. No, they do tax evasion on top of their slave labor. No, it's the one that did who does Haruhi?
Oh, isn't that
God.
Cloverworks? No, hold on.
No, not Clover.
Wit?
Cat
No, it wasn't Wit.
Frida.
Kyoto Animation.
Kyoto Animation. They're like
Kyoto,
the only
yeah.
ones that actually care about their animators.
I'm surprised A1 isn't like that. A1 Pictures.
That's a wild comment. Just reading chat. I'd rather have slavery than AI art.
Yeah, I did see that.
Wait, what? Wait,
Oh my god. That's wild.
what a base comment. Like, come on now.
Honestly, I agree. To be frank, AI has been taken. I remember I saw like an AI fan made opening for New Testament. It was I don't want to talk about it.
Can we talk about the AI too with this Gojo versus Sukuna like shit going around? Because dude, that looks really good. I can't lie. Like it
I
looks
just think of
pretty
the
good.
I just think of the Epstein fighting what's his face, the baby oil rapper dude.
Oh my god.
Diddy.
Baby oil?
Diddy. Yeah.
God.
Diddy.
Yeah, I just seen the one where it's the Gojo fight, but it's Epstein versus Diddy. It's something. Highly recommend.
I did want to.
So to
Oh god.
No. I think you answered the question already. But never mind, go on.
I know, because I wanted to answer my own question actually about how will this affect Index now that Railgun has ended. Because for me, I've always thought that I think this is a popular belief already, that the reason why Toaru is very big now was mostly because when Railgun was introduced as a spin-off, right? I mean, even then, a lot of people got into Index as well. But back when we first take a look at how Railgun became so popular, it really was like, it's to the point where a lot of people mistook Misaka as the protagonist, but she is, but it's in her own spin-off, right? So when we look at how Railgun ended, you know, which I'm pretty sure people couldn't process it, including me, because I mean, I'm not saying it's unexpected. I mean, it was expected eventually because it's been running since 19 years. So from how I see this, how will this affect Index as for how the chances of New Testament coming, getting an anime? Personally, I agree with Othinus and everyone so far. I do think, of course, yes, Railgun is very popular. More like it's typically the face of the franchise, but with that, they could at least focus on Index, is the unfinished business. There's a lot of stuff of that, a lot of material that JC staff, or depending on who's going to take, I'm most likely, I think it's JC staff that are going to adapt from the light novel New Testament. And like I said before, even though I think reboot has a strong points, New Testament getting an anime like as a sequel is unavoidable. But again, that's just me. I could be wrong in the future, but that's how I see it personally. I agree with everyone so far.
We're never gonna get an NT anime. They're just gonna stop making content after Railgun ends.
Such a
It's over.
I mean, honestly, I'm gonna be real. It's understandable for some people because again, Railgun ending could mean a lot of things, especially for the Toaru, the franchise and stuff. But for me, I think it's something that eventually we're gonna need an answer, right? We're not gonna be left in the dark for long. I mean, a lot of stuff has been coming back. Let's be real. A lot of stuff has been, the things we didn't expect, like sequels from, even Type Moon is getting new content. Like, come on, and even if Index is not the most, that.
Hold on. Of course, Type Moon's getting new content. It's the Nasuverse. That's beyond popular. Like, come on, as a huge Fate nerd myself, dude. I mean, Mihoyo and all like the new Ufotable will be coming out. Oh my god, I can go on and on about that. But
but what I'm saying is,
oh yeah, they got my money.
What I'm saying,
I'll tell you that.
But what I'm saying is, it's eventually like we're gonna need an answer. We're gonna need an answer, whether it's a yes or no.
I think it's gonna be a yes, dude. Because I mean, I think it's gonna be yes.
Also, I want to say thanks to the super chat, Darth Vader 2101. We will conquer. Did we have another? Yeah, we literally had a dark side and got Darth Vader. Both different users. We got the dark side in the chat. Fucking hell. Where's the Emperor? Good. I can feel your anger.
Right. Someone signs man to be a voice actor for the new Index anime coming out.
Oh, trust me. Me and my friends just do. Me and my friends in person, we just like do Star Wars Revenge of the Sith quotes all the time. Like, oh my god, you want to see it? Like, we're fucking addicted. It's a problem. Your swords, please.
Nah,
one of the best things on Chancellor. Like, we just mumble shit. Like, it's just fucking stupid. Gives you focus, makes you stronger. There you go.
This man knows everything.
Oh, we do it all the time. It's crazy. But I didn't want to. We touched upon it earlier. I didn't want to mention about Nagai again. Before we'll talk about this and then go on to the Railgun manga being cancelled. Like, what do you guys think of Nagai getting to direct this, with it being a light novel adaptation first, and we've had a little bit of a manga with like half the first arc or the first volume of Item? Do you guys think Nagai will do a good job, considering it's not storyboarded out for
two reasons? One, this is like the best possible outcome for like a Toaru adaptation, is Nagai getting the director role. And two, I do really want to see how he does adapting light novels, right? Because I think it's a different breed from adapting manga. And we never got any of the Railgun light novels adapted because they decided to skip over those. Because like in a perfect world, this will go great. He'll be like masterpiece adapting the light novels, and then they're gonna go, wow, Nagai, you're the guy. We want you to adapt New Testament, all 23 books or whatever in one season. Thank you.
I mean, the guy knows how to do climactic moments, and he knows atmosphere and tone really well. And I feel like, what's his name, Nishikiori, didn't really know that in a lot of places. Some places, yeah, but mainly with the accelerator stuff, but elsewhere, not really.
Yeah, it just feels like somebody who's directing for the sake of directing, and then somebody who's like actually passionate about the work that they're directing. That's sort of what I feel like the difference between the two is.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Othinus, Red, do you have anything to add to that, or you know, move on to Railgun?
No, I think you explained it quite well. No comment.
Okay, cool.
Same.
So yeah, now on to Railgun getting cancelled. All right, did you guys see this coming? What were your like immediate reactions to it? And I'm gonna go for like 5 minutes because I need to take a loo break and get some protein shake.
Okay.
So I'll let you
Bro,
go ahead while I'm away.
Gym.
Yeah.
I feel like me and Aeon have probably discussed it before that we both felt like we were sort of reaching that end point where they were clearly like running out of content for the longest time. And sort of forcing it, you know, because it feels like I don't think Railgun was ever meant to sort of go beyond the Sisters arc in terms of like its adaptation, but it was popular enough to keep going. And so after the Daihasei Sai, it just felt like Jailbreaker. Like, what did y'all think of Jailbreaker?
Wasn't needed.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think it was really needed, to be completely honest. I think it should have ended, honestly, a long time ago, so they could focus more on NT, for example, or Genesis Testament, because, or even like, I don't even remember if Astral Buddy's still going or not, but
Astral Buddy ended so that they could start working on the Mental Out.
yeah. See, this is again why I can't even remember. And this is the I think it was just long overdue. I'm kind of glad it's ending so they can focus their attention on other projects, which they are definitely doing. Item being one of them, obviously, as we can see. And then if Item does well, Misuki will get her own spin-off, anime adaptation, hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe Gunha. And then maybe Kakine.
Gunha
Sogita.
Yeah, no, see, I agree. And like, I felt like Jailbreaker wasn't needed. It doesn't feel like this flashback arc was really needed. I don't think I've met anybody who was particularly positive about the flashback arc that we just finished.
I don't think anybody like hated it personally.
The reason I hate it is it sort of takes away from Makoto's character, because it's like all the interesting aspects about Makoto that people like are like for some reason over explained in the flashback arc. Like, oh, you like how Misaka is like hot headed? Well, actually, there's a lore reason for that. Oh, you like how Makoto really likes Gakuda? Yeah, there's a lore reason for that. And it's sort of like, I don't need a lore reason to explain every personality trait that a character has.
Agreed.
And it just sort of makes Makoto feel like her own agency as a character is only like isn't a result of her own actions.
I'm back.
Welcome back. That wasn't 5 minutes, you liar.
I was thinking the same exact thing.
It was a lot. It was a lot. Trust me. It was.
That was the quickest piss.
I thought it wasn't going to stop for a moment, but beside the point. I'm actually rereading the arc right now from the start, like the first year arc, and to reiterate what Mal has just said. Like, as I'm rereading it, I'm taking notes. Like, I'm doing a detailed review of this. I'm going to bury the first year arc where it belongs. Now, it might. I think it does get a little bit better as it goes on, but I'll have to see for that myself. But not only do you get like the vending machine thing, and then the first ever use of railgun. Like this is something I noticed in like one of the 0.5 chapters that you get with like Kuroko as like a 11-year-old or however old she is, and she's talking to Sha Dansha, who's like the leader of the biggest clique before Shokuho, and you know, Kid Kuroko basically says, "Oh, you're like from Tokiwadai," and Sha's like, "Oh yeah, I am," and she said, "Did you know that my parents, like my parents' business, actually designed Tokiwadai's uniform?" And it's like, and yet another like random origin thing that relates to like the main cast, and then like Kid Kuroko then says, "Oh, what kind of school is Tokiwadai?" So she knows that her family's business designed like the uniform, but she doesn't even know what kind of school it is. I read that, I was like, what the fuck? that just seemed like really weird.
Yeah, see, so we're all on the same page, I'm assuming. I don't think Red mentioned what he thought.
Yeah, I think Red's AFK right now.
Okay. But I think we're all on the same page that like this arc has felt completely unnecessary and hasn't been particularly like worth reading. And what did you think of Jailbreaker?
Me?
Yeah. I asked Othinus earlier.
Yeah.
But
No worries.
to me and him, we both felt like that was sort of the point where it didn't feel, I guess like you could say like their heart wasn't in it anymore by that point. It sort of felt like the series was continuing to continue.
Yeah, I mean, I did do like a very early video about the end of Jailbreaker many years ago, to which it got, you know, most people I think agreed, but some people like disagreed with my take on it because I was mainly annoyed at the Ueharu thing, but I won't spoil it for those who don't know about it and want to see it in Railgun Season 4. But how that moment didn't make any sense to me, given the lore of Toaru.
That ended up getting explained in Mental Out, though, right? I haven't caught up on the Mental Out manga, but I remember Shokuho did that thing.
I'm pretty much up to date with Mental Out, and the two moments don't really... There's not really a comparison to be made, because Shokuho gets that kind of thing from a different power source. We know it's related to the aim. We know it's related to aim, of course, but that was kind of a given already. So I don't think it does explain it. Maybe the more it goes on, it will. But Jailbreaker, it's a fun arc. If you just like read it, or when you watch it is fun. I do like the fact that Ueharu and Saten are more involved in the main plot because it just felt like they were on backseat for like Daisei and all the arcs prior to it, and since like the first arc, the level up arc, they finally have something related to the plot to do, like they had in the level up arc. For the rest of it, it's just like, oh, they're just kind of in the background doing their own thing, or they're loosely involved in what's going on. So I do like that about the Jailbreaker arc. And yeah, as I'm reading the first year arc, I am like thinking, you know what? Even though they do take a back seat in most of the arcs, I do kind of miss Sasano Ueharu. I think like that's another thing about first year arc, which is kind of feels weird. But I do think some of the fights are good in Jailbreaker, especially Kuroko's fight with that ninja girl. I think I'm looking forward to seeing that animated. That'd be good. But yeah, no, as you guys have said, there's not really a point to it. And this is the kind of thing that Railgun evolved or devolved into after Daisei. Once Kihara Gensei was taken out, they didn't really have that continuous plot or story progression. It just became episodic arcs. And yes, you do have one major element from the Daisei's arc involved, and you guys know what it is. It's related to Kimi and what she has, how Kimi gets that. But it leaves you with more questions than answers.
Yeah.
So it is like, oh, what was the point?
Yeah, see, that's how I felt. Is like that arc, like they have some cool action scenes, but it introduces all these things and then proceeds to just never explain them.
Yeah.
And it just felt like, oh, so all these things only happened for the sake of creating a plot to make things happen.
True. I should reread it as well
Alright,
and do
I'm
a
back.
review of it. Oh, welcome back. But I want to do the first year arc first, because that is its kind of because it's a prequel as well. It's its own beast in a way. But I feel like, well, Jailbreaker, whether it's we get in the anime or the manga, it needs a review.
Yeah. Yeah, that's... Yeah, so back to the whole point of this is I do feel like there's been no reason for us to have Railgun continue for this long, so I am glad to see it sort of reach a conclusion, because I feel like it's only continued for the sake of either because it was popular or because they wanted to hit a certain point in the timeline, being like up to right before World War III.
Yeah. No, I agree with you.
Yeah. So I think one of the few people who are, I don't know if I'm one of the few people, but one of the people who are actually happy to see it ending, and not in like a celebratory, like, ah ha ha, I hate Railgun, suck it, Mitsuki or Mikoto fans.
That's what people think about me. That's what people genuinely think about me. Well, it's not
I
true.
do see a lot of Railgun fans who do like see people like me who are happy to see it end and interpret it as that being the reason. It's like, I hate Mikoto, ha ha ha, Index is the best. But I'm happy to see it end because I like the manga and I want it to end. I don't want it to be something that goes on forever for the sake of going on forever, because it's already done that for a few arcs now, and I can feel my interest in that specific part of like the series waning, and it does negatively impact sort of my whole perspective of the series, because that's always going to be like a part of it. So whenever I'm like, boy, I want to go back and rewatch Railgun or reread Railgun, I think, but then I've got these arcs. Yeah, and I just don't think that's ever good.
Yeah, no, I get you completely. Like, I don't know if you guys watched my video about the Railgun manga ending, but I'm just, it's disappointing and underwhelming, but there's a lot of people who are like really emotional about the ending, it getting cancelled. And
would you say canceled or just properly coming to a close?
Oh yeah, coming to a close. I mean,
yeah, because that's a big difference, I think.
Yeah, I suppose, but they're really getting really emotional and dramatic about it coming to a close. And of course, I care about Railgun, but I don't know. If it happens at Index, then I probably would be like that. But I don't know. I've just felt so like underwhelmed with Railgun for like a long time now that I can't really get like emotional about it in a way. And I feel like I said, oh well, thank you for Fuyukawa and Kamachi etc. for working on the series, your hard work, and for giving us those great moments in the. Well, I didn't feel emotional about it because I probably because inside me I felt like it was coming for a while, which is weird.
Yeah,
because it didn't come out of nowhere, but at the same time it didn't.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It felt like it was already finished, right?
Yeah,
Like if Index ended suddenly next volume, I would be upset, but that's because it leaves so much like unanswered. Whereas Railgun, I feel like it answered all of its questions a long time ago. Because like one of the reasons I tell people they should watch like Index or read Index as well as Railgun, even if they don't like it, is because of how much like Railgun builds the world of Index and vice versa. Like the first arc, the AIM, what is it?
Level upper.
The level upper arc, like that actively plays into things like Hyoka, right?
Yeah.
Like that's directly related. That's explaining like AIM in a like expanding upon like these AIM beings and like the artificial heaven and whatnot. And that's what Railgun was doing, right? You had the sisters arc that's explaining Makoto's side of the sisters arc. You like even the Daihase, like I think that's generally well received, even though it wasn't really like necessary to expanding upon the original novels, because it did expand upon things with like the dragons. We had all of that happening, But then after that, we didn't really have that like expansion on the world itself. It just sort of, it was just sort of something that kept going and wasn't building anymore. Like with the latest arc, what's it building? Here is why Makoto kicks vending machines. Oh.
Here's
You know,
how,
the Tokyo
Shonen
Dai
got the largest
uniform
clique.
is made by my family. Okay. Like, we don't... Like, the click stuff, we could have had that explained in the Mental Out manga.
Yeah, true.
It's just... It's things that don't warrant entire, like, series... or like seasons or arcs dedicated to it being explained now. And that just isn't something that needed to persist.
100%.
Well said.
I think I wanted to. Yeah, I think you, because there are some stuff I want to say too, but I think you pretty much explained them all.
Yeah.
For me personally, well, with Railgun ending, well, it's now, I'm not gonna lie, it is hard to process because I've always seen debates of like, you know, Index versus Railgun. I mean, I've seen it like even recently, and we may have had our debates, memes here and there, and we often make fun of people who, not people, we often make fun of those who like, you know, says that Railgun has more depth than Index, and most of these people who made these claims haven't read the light novel. But for me, I will say it is emotional mostly because we wouldn't see Oiharu and San again. Or especially like, you know, Kuroko, and I mean we'll probably see Kuroko and Misaka and Index, but I think a lot of people really like Oiharu and San. I mean, for me, Oiharu is like a lot of people can relate to mostly. And I'm not saying that everyone else are devoid of that. I'm just saying, you know, it would be a shame to not see these characters again.
Yeah.
And they'll probably appear like as cameos, but it wouldn't feel the same because they are the ones that appear more in Railgun.
Yeah, see, that's
This
how
kinda-
I feel. That's my main sorrow with it
That's-
ending.
And maybe this could give way. This could like help us give way for other characters to get their own spin-offs. This includes Item, for example, or even, you know, for example, Suguha needed his own spin-off, and I believe Kuroko was originally supposed to be the main character of Railgun, but that never happened. So maybe we could get, you know, a Kuroko spin-off. You get the point. Basically, it is sad that what happened, but I hope that there will be, you know, more projects that people can at least be happy about. For me, it's hard to process even now. Like, it's been days since that happened, and when I was like starting like this podcast, I was like, what should I say? Because even though it's been how long now? Since when was that announced? A couple of days. I was like, I don't know what to say because it's hard to process. But all in all, while it was an emotional roller coaster, I hope that at least there will be more projects in the future for Toaru. I don't think it's gonna die. I don't think, even without Railgun, I doubt Toaru will ever die out.
Oh yeah. I mean, I have seen some people say, well, the more how do I describe them? The more ardent Railgun fans who are a bit too invested in Misaka's character in Railgun. I mean, Misaka and Railgun's great, but you know the types I'm talking about, the ones who are literally obsessed with everything about her and she can do no wrong. Those types are like, oh, this is the end of Toaru as a whole. I've seen some people like be that dramatic, saying Railgun was the thing that was keeping it going, and it's kind of this is the beginning of the decline. They're saying, I don't agree.
It's like the 12th ending of the decline.
That's not true at all.
Oh yeah, true. We've had so many declines over the years. It's like, wow, okay, this is what it.
They have not
in the
seen.
coffin, is it?
They have not. Yeah, they have not seen Index Season 3.
Right? It's because they only watch Railgun. Yeah, no, I agree with that. I wanted to make a point on something, but my brain sort of stopped working for a second.
Was it about Oiharu and?
Oh, I do think like if you want to like as a fan of the series, I do think ideally you should be happy to see it come to a close rather than like forcing itself along and just becoming bad, right? I would rather my series end on a high point than keep going forever just for the sake of me getting more content out of it.
That's why, yeah. I mean, that's why the famous saying, "All good things must come to an end." So I mean,
Yeah.
it makes sense.
A lot
Otherwise
of
you
good
end up
stuff.
with like comic books, right, where it just goes on forever.
Superman.
Yeah. Like I like Superman, but I don't need
Well, hold on.
Superman
Didn't you
going
see?
for all of eternity.
Wait, hold on. Did you see the new Superman where he actually fused with Shazam? And there was a reference with the Dragon Ball Patora earrings in the comic in 2026. Seriously, look it up if you don't believe me. It's wild.
Yeah, it's time for it to end.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, dude.
Yeah, that's the thing also because manga's ending. I mean, yeah, a lot of series ending, like it's something people should accept, like regardless. Because I can relate honestly. I can honestly relate because a lot of my favorite series get an ending eventually. You know, I felt that the first time I finished Reborn back in 2014. I read the whole manga, and this happened to me with. Many other manga that ended. I get it. But people should really accept that this is not the only. This is like it may not be the outcome you agree with, but this is the reality they should accept. And hopefully, if Railgun fans who watch this podcast get to understand that, and it's the mature way to look at things.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's what makes, and if someone does so, at least in my eyes, that makes them a real Railgun fan because they would rather have Railgun end on a high note than just becoming this thing that just consistently makes new content and the more absurd it feels. I mean, take a look at stuff like the new Star Wars that's happening, and of course, as mentioned, DC and Marvel. At least with anime, we don't deal with like that, Full Metal. We never got anything new. It ended in a high note, stuff like that.
Hey, you're looking at the wrong series, man.
No. But I'm saying that with Railgun connectively, yeah, Railgun ending. This is something people should accept because like what Eon said, there are some people that say that this is the decline of Railgun, which is not true. Decline of Toaru, which is not true.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
Yeah, I mean, it does make you think that on the topic of Uiharu and Saturn not going to be involved, would you guys be down for like a Railgun sequel of some kind? I know like Mental Out is kind of like that in a way, weirdly, even though they happened around the same time. Like with, I'm not saying like as Misuka as the main protagonist, or like you can have like Kuruko and then you obviously get Uiharu and then Saturn can come along, or I don't know. Would you guys like to see something like that? Maybe New
No,
Testament.
Magic Side Turn.
Absolutely not. I just if they're just focus on NT or even a reboot. Just one of those two things should be the top priority, or Mental Out. I'll let Mental Out
Othinus, sorry to interrupt you, but I get your point. But there's a difference between like the manga and light novel side of things compared to like the anime side of things. So when you say like New Testament and reboot, that's more anime side of things rather than like manga or spin-offs. But I get your point.
Yeah. No, you're right.
But I guess we do have to like acknowledge that there's still a chance like we'll still see Railgun content technically in terms of like side story novels like Railgun SS's. So I mean, unfortunately for the Railgun fans, they don't read the books, so they'll never experience it. But for the Toaru fans, it'll be great.
Yeah, I mean, when Railgun Season 4 does come out, they usually do release like a light novel side story to complement it. I mean, I know they did that with Railgun T. if memory serves me well, with Railgun SS4, and they did one for the 15th anniversary as well. So yeah, we'll probably get some more side story light novels, I guess. I should probably do videos on those, to be honest, but I'd have to reread them. They're kind of dull, to be fair. Apart from the first one's okay. The rest of them are like, eh.
Yeah, it'll be great because you'll have a whole bunch of people who can pretend that they read them.
Great. But I honestly don't want to reread them again. That's probably why I haven't done it, because they're just like,
You know, the
a bit of a slog
Railgun
to get
SS.
through.
Yeah, they're not particularly standout. I agree.
No, I mean, the first one's easily the best of the Aztec stuff, and
Yeah.
Miscues in Water Wings. But yeah, we need more Aztec stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do want a Magic Side spin-off, but it's... I remember, like, was it the Railgun editor alluded to, like, potentially the Russian Orthodox getting one, which is kind of strange.
I mean,
I'd
okay,
be down for
so if we metagame this a little bit, right? He's probably known for a few months, if not like a year plus, that the Railgun was going to be ending soon, right?
Yeah.
So I wonder what the chances are of him just saying these things because he knows it's coming. Or like he
Oh.
knows they're being talked about behind the scenes.
Oh, you mean like all the tweets he's done previously? Because there was that tweet from
Yeah.
like 2021 where he was like, Fuyukawa's worked on this for like X amount of years. What did he say? He's like tied down. He wants to do different projects or something. He alluded to that, and I think there was also a tweet that went under the radar saying that the first year will be the last. But don't quote me on that. I think that was discussed in like Kamachi Land or some Discord server. But I can't remember if there was an actual tweet I remember seeing. But apparently that was also tweeted. So maybe this wasn't a surprise. So maybe they are discussing about Sugita spin-off. Maybe they are discussing about giving Index an actual Magic Side spin-off in the form of a manga, which would be good because there's only Lamental out and item light novel and item manga going on at the moment, which it does seem that's more than most series, but for Toaru that does seem quite limited. If you get me.
Yeah, because
And again, the Index manga as well, I suppose. But yeah,
I
That's
think
coming to an
people
end
really got to
soon.
understand.
Yeah.
These mangas have been going on for Railgun almost 20 years, and I think Index has been going on for 20 years now.
22 years nearly.
22 years. That's a long time for a mangaka. And if you know how mangakas like health are, like manga is rough on them. Like even if they're doing monthly, and for them having released as consistently as they have for like 20 years, that's got to be rough on their bodies. Like I can imagine like them. They're basically done more working on one series than most mangakas will ever do within their entire career, right? And there's a point where you do have to just step away from it. Because there's a real chance they've spent half of their lives, if not more, doing Index manga. And that's sort of like crazy to think about. Like it makes sense them ending it just so they can retire. Like that's sort of why it bugs me when people say, they're gonna finish Old Testament and they're gonna immediately start on New Testament. It only took 22. It's gonna take probably close to 25 years to finish Old Testament. You really think the mangaka is gonna sit there for another 25 years to draw Index manga?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's not happening. It's one of those things where it's like I would have loved an Index New Testament manga, but unless they get a new person and they're doing a weekly schedule instead of a monthly schedule, it's just not realistic.
Yeah, so the Index manga has been around since November 2007. So yeah, it's going to be 19 years old, just like how Railgun was. But the index manga is in its final arc. It's in World War 3, and with been going on for this long as a monthly series, it would have to get like renewed to get New Testament as a manga. But I highly doubt that. Like, it's been going on for so long, and Chuya, similar to Fuyukawa, like, Index has had really loyal mangakas, because I don't think Chuya has worked on anything else other than Index, and Fuyukawa's the same. But Fuyukawa now wants to work on his own projects, assumedly.
Go back to porn, probably.
The thing that people don't want to acknowledge, but if you know, you know. But yeah, so maybe
He
Chuya
could still work on
thinking
Index, just not in the way you hope.
So maybe Chuya is thinking the shackles might be off soon. Finally, I'll be able to put my god tier art elsewhere, because I've been chained to Index for so long. And we've had another super chat from Yosoyo9487. It's $10. Thank you. If you're in a Toaru series, would you rather be an esper or a sorcerer? I believe you mean magician. A sorcerer is a type of magician. Just kidding.
Wait, what's that one thing from the...
Yeah, and if you watch the anime, they use sorcerer.
I know. I know, but I'm a light novel head.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see. Oh, wait, shit. I just realized New Testament 2 has been translated into English. I wonder what they say for it. I've literally got the copy down here.
Wait, what?
Here we go. New Testament 2.
For
the Empress. So yeah, in this volume, because in the fan translation it's magician, but in this volume they reveal that sorcerer is a type of magician. A sorcerer is like a guy who like passes knowledge, or is it like kind of like a tutor? So I'm curious. I haven't actually read this, so I'm actually going to look after this stream to... I'm such a fucking nerd. I'm going to look to see what term they call it. Well, to answer your question, is there a way to be both an esper and a sorcerer? Yes, there is. I mean, Motoharu is a prime example, and Accelerator also uses magic, and he's an esper, but obviously there's consequences to your body, because your internal organs, they literally explode to varying effects depending on what you use. But I would rather be a magician, because you've got more free capacity to do what you want. You get the magic name carved in your soul. It's your life mission. It's basically like your philema, your true will. As an esper, you are more a guinea pig of Alistair, unless you're a gemstone. So yeah, you get a lot of drugs put in your body. As a magician, you've definitely got a lot more freedom, and you're not drugged up. And as an esper, you could be, be level 0, but as a magician, you can actually grow your knowledge, understanding, and practice. You can actually go on a training arc to become good. As an esper, it's basically roll a dice and see where you end up, but 9 times out of 10 you're gonna get absolute crap. So yeah.
Did you have something to say, Red?
I mean, I will say, I guess an esper, like, it's on the outside of it, it seems like it's a fun choice for some people, but I think realistically, a sorcerer / the magician's side is like the likely choice that I would go for, honestly. I mean, I'm just saying, I think esper is like a fun choice for some people. I mean, I would too, but I think I'm definitely going for the magician's side. Plus, there's a lot of interesting. The lore for the magician's side is like more interesting, in my opinion. I mean, I'm on the magic. I'm on the magic side too. That's why.
Yeah, I choose magic side too, but that's esper. It's more accessible, and if you get a power, then it's probably easier to sort of train up that power. Well, asterisk. It's probably easier to like learn your ability for an esper, but you have the risk of not being a strong esper or being a level 0. So I would choose magician. Even if it probably requires more like study and know-how for being a magician.
I like to learn more of the magician's side too, because again, that's why I agree as well. The esper side is more accessible, and I think it's like the most popular choice for a lot of people. But for me, I think the magician side is like the. I mean, do you guys think the magician side is more underrated in comparison, or?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, that's why I think the magician side has like a lot of interest. Has a lot of interesting stuff that I think people really should dive into. I mean, I think I had this conversation with somebody as well who. I think I mentioned in my last podcast, actually. He's a massive Railgun fan, but even he said he doesn't mind, like, if we ask, hey, like, if we were in Academy City, or if we were a character in Toaru, if we were to make our own character, would you be a character in the science side or the magician side? Like, oh, definitely definitely the sorcerer side. So we both had that conversation too. And my opinion hasn't changed since then.
Okay.
Yeah.
So sorry, guys. It's not just New Testament 2. It's New Testament. Sorry, it's Old Testament 21, and because it actually says it on the Toaru wiki. And do you know what Yen Press call it?
Oh, wiki reader.
I can pull out the volume. I've got it here as well. There we go. I've got it. 21. According to this, Yen Press call sorcerers wizard. Wizards.
Oh,
Wizard.
That
and the
feels
official
wrong.
translation?
So let's find it. So it's
Or the
chapter 5, part 3. Let's see. So.
Well, hold on. So a wizard is a sorcerer without a hat, right?
No, not necessarily.
Are you sure? I think Gandalf. Well, okay.
You have to have a hat to be a wizard.
I'm just saying, dude. I mean,
I was just pulling lore from random places now.
no.
Yo, guys, if you read Lord of the Rings and use that for index,
Okay,
makes
here we are.
sense.
Is this, yeah. Well, please continue.
what were we talking about? Oh, we were
I don't
talking
know.
about sorcerers.
I'm looking at the book to try to find
We're
it.
sort of at your
Oh,
pace.
no,
over
here
here.
we go.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, so yeah, it's okay. So this is World War III in Russia, and this is where Accelerator is about to talk to Elizalina. You remember her, Elizalina Alliance, yeah, Independent Nations. And Accelerator asks, "Who is Elizalina?" And one of her one of her men says, "A sorceress, or no, rather a wizard, I believe." So Elizalina is a wizard.
Because she
Okay.
doesn't have a hat. See?
no, it's
See?
she's a woman.
What?
What?
Because she's a woman?
Yeah. Men are sorcerers, women are wizards. Don't you know?
Oh my god. It's funny.
Aren't they supposed to be called? Okay, maybe I'm getting it wrong, but aren't they supposed to be called witches? Because that's
No, that's a different thing.
No, witches are a different thing.
Yeah, just read the
Toaru.
wiki. I read all the wiki, so I know everything.
I read all the wiki. I know everything.
That's apparently what they call casters who prefer to adopt disciplines, adopt disciples rather than work by themselves.
Wait, doesn't
Wow.
that make a style a witch?
Oh god. I really don't like that translation choice, not gonna lie.
What was it in the fan translation? Do we have?
Oh no, the fan translation was
Or is that in both?
sorcerer. The fan
Okay, that's what I thought.
yeah, it's because Yen Press started. They don't call magicians magicians; they call them sorcerers. So
That's
they've
right,
had to use a
that's right.
they've had to use a
how they
different
changed
word
the-
for sorcerer, and they've chosen wizard.
Yeah.
I'd be fucking hat and fucking grey beard, but But no,
That's why you got to be careful.
It's a Lizalina who's a woman.
Like index.
It's a Lizalina who's a woman.
Yeah.
That is just, I don't know. That's just whack to me.
Yeah, because I remember the word like magician they used was basically like the one-to-one translation would be magician in Toaru, but for whatever reason they localized it to sorcerer. Probably
it's
it
because
sounds smarter.
Yeah, no, I think it's because it's the whole reason why Alistair spelt magic with a K to differentiate it from stage magic. So I think when they got Index translated, they were like, yeah, magician sounds too much like stage magic, so we'll call them sorcerers. Unbeknownst to the translator at the time, that sorcerer is the type of magician in Index.
Yeah, which is a bit frustrating because Index had already ended, like season 1 had already, OT had already ended by the time the Inpress started translating the light novels. So, I don't know. It's one of those reasons you, like, whenever you're translating Kamachi works, you do actually have to sort of be literal with a lot of the translations because he does like to do wordplay with English words and that kind of stuff.
100%.
Because, yeah, you end up with wizard if you don't.
That's thrown me off, that. Well, I guess I don't have a choice. We got another super chat from Yosoyo. If Item was hired to watch over Esper/magician little kid, probably around 4 to 6 years old, that's very specific. What do you think the dynamic would be? I am just asking because my weird kid is here and he has a thing for that.
I think you gotta lock that kid away.
So is this your kid? I'm confused. Is this your kid, or is this a random kid?
You may not be getting your kid back.
Your kid has a thing for the item girls. Well, starting off early. Not that I can blame your kid if it is your kid.
I can. I think you're a bad parent.
Yeah, I think 4 to 6 years old a bit too young for like Index and Railgun or Item.
He's not ready. He's not ready.
I would say like around like teen years. I feel like they, I don't know, should be watching like
my kid
Yu-Gi-Oh or something instead.
Until he's 18.
What do I think the dynamic would be? I don't know. Probably like how do you? Well, friend is protective of Fremeia, but Freimea's like 10. I don't know. I mean they don't like to get random like kids and civilians involved, even though they are from the dark side. So it depends if they could be asked, to be honest, to help them if they're in trouble. I don't know what to say. If they were hired. Okay, if they were hired, okay, then yeah. I think they would be fine with it as long as it's paid well.
They'd probably be mad though.
Yeah, maybe they'd be mad. They're like, fuck this kid. Screw this kid. We want something more serious than this. That's a very specific question. An Esper sorcerer kid who's like 4 to 6. I mean, to be honest, that is not out of the realm of possibility with Index, because we've had like Ainame Caroline, who you'll get introduced in the Item anime, who's absurdly young. I don't know what Kamachi was cooking with that, honestly. And then you get bloody what's she called, fetus baby thing in New Testament. What's her name? Gremlin.
Fetus baby thing? The one that.
Can't believe I forgot her name.
The mech.
Yeah. Freya.
You think they're gonna?
Freya.
You think they're gonna translate the one line Toma says in the English books about abortion?
Oh.
Yeah, right.
Oh God, I forgot about that.
That has been like my most anticipated moment because I can generally guess the politics of the person who translates the books, and it's a pretty like you can't really translate this as anything other than what he said. Like there's not really room for interpretation.
Mal,
but you know how it happens whenever these get translated. So
Yeah.
I'm honestly curious if it's gonna make it
Mal,
or if it's gonna get adjusted.
if that moment ever gets animated, I think like that's gonna go more viral than the Othinus stuff. Like that's just gonna be like absolutely wild. It's gonna be.
I mean, like, how many
context
occasions do you
forever.
have of like a Japanese author just straight up being like, "I am pro-life," directly in their light novel?
Yeah, if you guys aren't
by
aware,
the way,
watch my
Yoso-
Toaru art context video, or is it send it to someone who hasn't read Toaru. Watch that. No, not
By the way,
making
you
it up,
also
no.
just typed. He said. You also just typed that. Yeah, that kid is in fact his son. He got into Toaru better than other animes. He loves it.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he just typed it in the chat.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna
Oh,
start him off
nice.
as a scholar. You're gonna think big.
That's cool. Raising kids well. I see it. Although I wouldn't have started him
kids
off.
I don't know,
on
man. I
Toaru
think-
that early.
but-
I would have waited a bit longer.
I think he's.
Well, I'm not a dad, so
I
I
mean, he's
can't
not
say.
ready, but. I mean, he's. I don't think he's. I don't think the kid's ready, but I guess he's got good taste. But he's not ready for it.
Your kid's
Well, yeah,
cooked socially, but I'll respect him.
Well, yeah. So that's good parenting. Even though I concur that should be older, but hey, nice. Future generation of Toaru fans. Love to see it. He got into
What's
Toaru
his
better than
opinion
other
on
animes.
Railgun? That's the real question.
I have an interesting question.
Which does he prefer?
Sorry,
See,
I
Toaru fans
I
do
have
get
an
laid.
I have a question actually. I don't know if this is appropriate to ask, but at what age do you think people should get into Index? Realistically.
Like 70. Like, how old's your grandma, Othinus? Did she ever read the book?
No, she never did after all
Wait,
that.
are you asking because you wanna get set up with her?
That's the age.
This guy, man. It's funny coming from you, who hasn't even read the novel or the most recent one by any chance.
The most recent one, but
But I mean, I got into Toaru.
have you
back
read
in
it?
2009. I read it. Yeah, I read it.
No, you read the wiki page.
No, this dude, bro. I swear. No. Nope.
Mal, stop being a fake fan and read GT14. So we're going to do the GT14 podcast, please. Thank you.
But if I read it, it'll end, and I will be sad.
If I read
for
it,
me-
it'll end.
For me, I actually read New Testament. I'm actually reaching New Testament 9 actually, but I'm keeping it on hold. But I'm actually gonna go back to it so I can catch up to you guys. I'm a slow reader, so please be patient with me.
Yeah, there's another guy who's a slow reader who's been working his way through NT for a while. Do you know if Emerald started on GT yet?
That's a good question.
He needs to go back to OT. He needs to do OT first.
Oh, he's got the anime for that.
He's
Come
got
on.
the anime.
I want to watch his
You
Werewolf
start
Free
with
Ramble video.
GT,
I need
okay,
it
but you do
injected in my
GT
veins.
because he can then read OT while he's waiting for GT once he's caught up. I want his
Okay.
Bridge Builder Cabal ramble.
I'm curious to see what he would make of GT actually, but I'm still of the opinion that he has missed valuable context from OT.
Well, obviously, but he took like
Yeah,
6
obviously.
years to finish Ninty.
It's still quicker than some, like, how long it takes for a new Toaru anime to come out, so who can blame him?
Yeah, that's.
I mean, I don't know. I can blame him.
I
I've
can
met people
blame-
who just caught up to the books in like a month. Well, they can't really do that now. But you can do it in like 6 months, easy. Read Heavy Object too, because that's important to the lore of Index.
Oh, yeah.
Can't say you don't know every aspect of Index if you haven't read Heavy Object, because Heavy Object is a movie series in Index, which means the lore matters. If you were to go into the Index universe and talk to Toma, what were you going to do whenever he's like, what's your favorite Heavy Object movie?
Movie?
So you should read Heavy Object.
Oh, because it's
So
like
if you ever get
it's a movie
Isekai
in
to Toaru, and they want to make
it
small
is.
talk.
Yeah, of course it is. I should know
Tomo's
that.
favorite movies, Heavy Object.
I should
so
know
it's
that.
important to the lore.
Yeah, it is. Somewhat.
Video game series and that other series.
Whatever. Listen, I've dedicated my life to Index because I've got nothing else better to do, so...
Well, I got something better for you to do. Read Heavy Object.
Bro, this guy.
But it's... Why are there maids who are like a mercenary group when it's like meant to be a war?
Because they belong to a capitalist region of the world, so they sell their services, and that's being competitive capitalism.
You know what? If I was a rich businessman, I'd probably do the same. Yeah, fuck it. Let's have an elite non-task... I think of Index. Let's have an elite maid task force. Yeah, why not?
Think about it. You have two task force that are of the same quality to each other, and you have to choose which one you're going to go with. One dresses like normal soldiers. One dresses like maids. I'm choosing the maids, dude. I'm not gay.
I mean, I think...
I mean,
you know,
what?
You'd be distracted by them if you saw them on the battlefield. You'd be like, fuck.
That doesn't matter. The enemy's going to be distracted by them, too. That's what matters.
Yeah. Getting served.
Exactly.
So, do you guys want to do Q&A?
I was just going to ask, how do you think the final chapter of Railgun is going to end? What do you think is gonna happen? I think
that's a great question. Do you think it'll go back to the present just for like a moment? Because this whole
it has to go back to the present. Because I'm pretty sure we're done with the flashback arc. I don't think it's gonna even be part of the next volume or the next
because like Kuroko and Misuko are now roommates, kind of like how it started off with Railgun, them being roommates. So yeah, because this arc did start with like Misuko reminiscing back to her previous friends. I don't know if it addresses like what happened to them, so maybe it will address where they went off to. I don't know, but yeah, I don't know. Is it just gonna be like a generic? Wow, I love my friends so much. I wish my other friends were here. And she looks off into the sunset. I don't know. Like I don't know what they can do with a limited amount of time with it being one chapter. I have no idea, but I feel like it will be a bit underwhelming, but hey, who knows?
I think it'll be one of those where they all at now, like going into just before World War III. So we're gonna be like, oh, they're all happy. It could be like one of those things where they're like, it ends on them like celebrating all together for some random thing, like throwing a party. All the important characters are there, so you get to see everybody. And then on the final panel, you'll see the TV turn on and a news report. World War III starting now. And then it ends. And it's like, read a certain magical index.
I think that's pretty... Yeah.
Yeah, if it does link to Index, then I'll be able to forgive it.
I think it will. There's
do you think it'll end on like, oh yeah, World War III's about to start?
Yeah, that's what I think. I think it'll at least it'll get like an off mention, like on a news report or something. Like
can we get a Fuyama cameo then? Can we get like Fuyama on TV?
That would be pretty cool.
Probably not. I don't remember him being on TV.
Yeah, he was in the background, wasn't he? He was watching. He's called Soldier R. Kranikov. I remember that because it's such a ridiculous name. Oh. Soldier R. Kranikov announcing the declaration of war.
Or it'll be like Toma on the TV, like running through Russia.
Oh yeah,
and then
true.
Makoto notices it, and then that's where it ends.
Yeah, I can see that. They'll just find some way connected to the modern day.
Let's see. Should we do Q&A then?
Yeah, I think we're good.
Yep. All right, guys, send in your questions if you have any questions for me or anyone else in the podcast. For all of us or one person in particular, let us know. Send them in. But yeah. What was I going to say? Do you guys think Railgun Season 4 is going to adapt like the remainder of the entire manga?
I hope
do you think
not. Oh my gosh, I hope not.
Why? So we get another season
because what do we go into? Do we go right into Jailbreaker?
Yeah, right into Jailbreaker.
Yes, I think so.
The problem is Jailbreaker is a really long arc.
Oh yeah, and the first year arc is the longest arc in the series as well, or into sorry, in Railgun.
Yeah, these are just two really long arcs, like going straight into each other, and I don't feel like 24 episodes is enough to really like capture everything unless they do some heavy adapting. I mean, like, I've seen a lot of people suggest, like, the F will be Railgun Final, right? Instead of 4.
Yeah, Railgun Final.
But if you ask me, 5 also starts with an F, so...
FF. Foo Fighters.
Yeah. I mean, they could end it with the next season. I don't think they're going to want to, though, because I think they could capitalize on, you know, an extra season. Especially with how much JC staff loves that stuff. But yeah, that's sort of where I stand on that. Unless we get a really crappy original arc like Silent Party or what? Silent Party? Can't remember.
Yeah, it's
if we get something like that, then yeah, no, just go ahead and do just adapt it. I mean, we got some light novels they could adapt.
Yeah, I don't know if they'll adapt the side stories though. But yeah,
I don't.
we'll have to wait and see.
At least
All
the
right.
first one. I was upset that they skipped that.
We do have some questions, not many, but 2. So, why does Index? Why is Index Season 4 not released yet?
Because they hate you. Specifically you.
Specifically you. I think we all know the reason why.
Because I don't want them to.
Yeah, because you don't want them to. Yeah, that's what it is.
I personally harassed the director off of Twitter.
Yeah, I don't think they've had enough faith in Index as a whole, especially with how Season 3 ended. I think they're just Yeah, I've said this before, but I think they're just gauging how Item and Railgun Season 4 will do before making a move on New Testament, because it's a lot to animate and a lot to invest
Index 3 did sell well, though. That is something worth noting, is that it did for some reason sell well.
Yeah, and Accelerator sold more than Chainsaw Man, funny enough. The Blu-ray sales.
But yeah. It's because the Japanese anime industry makes 0 sense with how they handle adapting anything. And that's just the honest truth of the matter.
Yeah.
That's why One Punch Man is being animated by JC staff now.
Yeah.
Okay, we've got another question. I asked this earlier, but do you think Item is summer or autumn? I don't know what you mean by that. Do you mean where it starts? Because I think it's like... Does it start off in the summer or autumn? Or I don't know. I think that's what they're asking.
I think it starts off... I think it's during the school year, isn't it?
Yeah, because it's during Daiseizai. Yeah. There's Daiseizai.
Yeah. So it's the
So,
summer?
yeah, I think so. Well, I know it's after. I know it's after what happened with Ayu and Terma, right? Because we get it at Ayu, don't we?
Yeah. Because she shows up
Yeah.
in the second book.
Yeah. So it's after Ayu meets with Terma. Because she's all crazy about Shoko.
A Misaki hater.
Yeah. Yeah, that's about right. I'm trying to think what else happens a year before. I know the Railgun arc does happen a year before as well, but yeah, there's Biohacker as well. I'm trying to place it in the timeline, but yeah, I think it does start off in summer and then goes into
Well,
autumn.
okay. Because if it's after Biohacker, because they
I
did
think it
the
is
whole
after.
pool scene in Misaki's flashback arc, where they filled the underground with water, so it's summer.
Yeah.
Or at least the end of summer, if anything.
Yeah. That's right. Cool. How come the guy won't help out on the Index anime? I don't think he would refuse to not help
Racism.
out on it. I don't think he would
Usually
refuse.
it's just common
like-
courtesy to maintain the same director, I think.
Yeah, maybe so. Yeah, I don't think the guy would refuse. I mean, he's willing to
No,
work
I
on item
I don't
now,
know what
so.
Nagai thinks of like main series. Like he could just be a big Railgun fan and not care for Index as much. Is always
Yeah,
a
but he's doing
possibility.
item. An item links into Index, and this is a light novel, so
Yeah. Item doesn't
Yeah,
do
no-
the in Japanese. It doesn't do the assert or the Railgun Gaiden naming convention, does it? Because a lot of the spin-offs will end up using like a certain scientific Railgun Gaiden for their names instead of Index.
yeah, but
That's
Index
what
is
Mental Out
technically
does.
yeah. Well, item is technically a spin-off of Index still, so is Mental Out.
Yeah, but a lot of it, like the Accelerator was also Railgun Gaiden.
Really?
Yeah.
That's surprising. Considering it does have literally the end of Accelerator is like the begin, like is where it leaves off in Index
I thought
season
it was
2.
weird
so.
too, but for some reason that's just the naming convention they went with. Because I remember I was trying to find I'm pretty sure I'm remembering it correctly. I was trying to find one of the Railgun mangas in Japanese and I couldn't find it. And it was like listed under Railgun Gaiden.
I know Astral Buddy is Railgun Gaiden, but
Yeah.
wonderful about Accelerator.
See, originally my thought was, oh, they just name all the mangas after Railgun. Since it's the main manga or like popular manga series.
On my anime list, it says Index Gaiden for Accelerator, but
Does it say Index Gaiden? Whenever I looked it up in Japanese, it was Railgun Gaiden. But
really, no, I don't know.
yeah.
Anyway, doesn't matter. Yeah, it might be Astral Buddy you're thinking of. I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe the guy would want to do it, but I think it's just whoever's in charge of JC staff or Kadokawa, they made those decisions. So it's not his place to say, "Hey, why don't you make me do it?" Especially because they're like, excuse me, Japanese. I don't think Japanese people are like that. I know they don't really like confrontation and conflict. So I know I'm stereotyping there, but I don't think the guy would be offended. Yeah, I don't think the guy would like raise up a fuss or be offended because especially because he's got a job there and he doesn't want to cause any commotion. But yeah. Don't think there's any more questions. Oh, we got another one. How about Mental Out will release next year in anime? I doubt that because we got Railgun instead, but we could get announcement. If both Item and Railgun do well, maybe an announcement next year. That'd be good. Get a new Toaru anime every year. I could get used to that. I could definitely get used to that. Hell yeah. But we'll have to wait and see.
Oh, yeah,
here
I
we
was
go.
wrong. Yeah, it is Index Gaiden for Accelerator.
I'm looking back at the volumes, and did you say the new spin-off of Railgun? Ironic.
That may be where I was getting confused.
Yeah, that is really strange though. But I guess they're like, Railgun's more popular than Index, so we'll say it's a spin-off of Railgun as well. Yeah. Oh wait. If that's how it's marketed in English, I know why. It's because 7 Seas publish both. They wouldn't advertise Index when they don't own the rights to it.
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. CT edits. Why does Coronzon's hair have like a cluster of galaxies on her hair? I don't think it was ever explained, or I missed while reading. Does this something to do with Flame or Kabbalah lore? I don't think it is explained, but yeah, I do. What do you think about that, Mal? I think there is.
I feel like I thought there was an explanation for it, something related to how their powers work.
Are you thinking of like when she's fighting Iwaz in space?
Maybe. I'd have to look into it. It's been forever since I've read.
Yeah, but
that.
I mean, she's a cosmic being in a way. She's from the abyss, Sephiroth. So
I mean, it's not to show, because like a lot of the stuff is like related to what are those things called? The stars. Crap, what's it called? Like the star signs and stuff. You don't think it's related to that, do you?
Astrology and zodiac.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe not. I mean, was it that? Yeah, I always got more powerful in space, but did Coronzon get more powerful? I don't think so. I don't know. I can't remember, but I think there is a reason.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably just symbolic anyway. Every man and woman is a star, etc. Seeing how Index 3 first episode aired and we got announcement of Railgun Accelerator, do you think the same could happen with Item? No, they didn't announce Railgun Accelerator when the first episode of Index 3 aired. It was they announced them all at the same time.
They did announce the original Railgun, or either they announced Railgun or they announced Index Season 2 during one of the special episodes for Index or Railgun back in the old days. Like one of them ended with a to be continued in like Index 2 or something. I can't remember.
Okay.
But,
But
ideally, it would be nice if they end Railgun final with the final cutaway to be continued in a certain magical index, New Testament.
I would lose my shit. I would go absolutely berserk at that. I would go insane. Get me on camera, and you'll see.
Or they'll refer to it as a Certain Scientific Railgun final anime project.
We'll have to wait and see. Anyway, I think that's it for today. I know Red has gone offline, or AFK. Othinus, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm just kind of listening. I've just not really much more to add to what you guys are saying. So
Yeah, he
Yeah,
doesn't read the
fair.
book, so he can't add anything.
I'm gonna slap the piss out of you.
Fair. But yeah, thanks guys for watching. Make sure you like the video and check out everyone in the description. Check out Red on Twitter and YouTube, and Othinus on YouTube as always, and Mal, who uploads nothing.
Well, Mal, last upload 3 years ago. Let's check the exact date of when you uploaded. Oh, January 5th, 2023. Oh man.
Maybe I'll start uploading power scaling videos.
I mean, dude, my Blue Archive video be taking off, dude. So I don't know. What's up,
Oh,
dude.
did it? I haven't watched it.
Yeah, I wouldn't watch it either if I were you.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Who's
Anyway.
the cunningest girl in Blue Archive? Power
Oh,
scale.
fuck's sake.
Literally not anything.
Oh my god. Guys are a menace. Anyway, check them out in the description. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more videos, guys. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.